Exciting, we are going to go on a royal tour, even though we are not royals. Isn't that magnificent? This is the Duchesse. Hello, everybody. Colombia is the country in South America where we are going to go on the royal tour. It is not to be mistaken with Colombia, British Columbia in Canada. I want to make a comment to my video today. I was under the impression, and it is my mistake, I should have known better, but I'm admitting to making a mistake. I was under the impression that we were going to do our next royal tour in Columbia, Canada. And then I just found out from the prince, the Duke, that it was Colombia in South America. There's Colombia and there's Colombia. How am I to know? The distinction between the two is very tiny. There's an O in one and an U in the other. As you know, I have an accent. I have no idea when the U is an U, when an O is an O. The pronunciation to me sounded the same. I was under the impression that you pronounce both of them the same way, so I have to apologize, admit to my mistake. I hope you enjoyed this episode. The episode will start now. I'm not going to give you a kiss because the kiss comes at the end. So you must wait for the end of the episode. So I am coming to you as soon as our tour, the Duchesse and my Duke, was announced. Our second so-called royal tour for non-royals, as they like to call us, in Colombia. Yes, as you might remember, we were in Nigeria some time ago, and that was a splendid, splendid tour. Why not continue and tour the world? We decided to go to Colombia in Canada. Excuse me? Colombia is not in Canada? Oh my goodness, I thought it was. I thought it was a district of Canada. The reason I said yes to it is because I wanted to go back to my roots, you know, not the Nigerian roots. My second place, my second home place, my roots were there for a couple of years while I was filming my successful show. Suit. The Duke and I said, yes, of course, we're going to do a royal tour in Canada. I get to go back. I get to visit the places where I've spent so much time while working as a famous actress. Yes, I was a famous actress. I am a famous actress. Oh, misunderstanding. Sorry. 1 second, the Duke is telling me something. Yes, Duke. Yes, Prince. What are you saying? Oh, he was just announcing. I must apologize. I do not know where my head is at. We will be touring Colombia, the country in South America. That's even better than Canada. Canada, we can go back anytime we want to. We are deciding to go to Colombia. A lot of people are afraid for our safety. They don't understand how my Duke is so afraid to take me and our prince and princess to go back to England. They're not providing security for our family to go back to England. And I said, no, I will not be going back there without security. But then we're going to Colombia. Yes, Bogota is the capital. Oh, that is so fantastic because I spent some time in Argentina. Argentina is somewhere near Colombia. I will be able to go back to where, again, I used to work as an ambassador for the embassy. Well, no, I wasn't an ambassador, but I worked in Argentina. That's where I learned Spanish. So now when I go to Colombia, do they speak Spanish in Colombia? I believe so. Well, if they do speak Spanish, then I will be so glad to be able to speak. Spanish. As you all know, I speak English, I speak French, I speak Spanish, and some other languages that don't come to my mind right now. Even though there was a misunderstanding and I thought I was going to Canada, now knowing that I'm going to Colombia, I'm even happier. Another thing that happened, which was, I must say, very devastating, not just a little bit devastating, was that we were asked to do an interview just a few days ago on one of the morning shows with Jane. I'm so sorry, Jane. I believe your name is Jane. I forgot her last name. We did this very short interview and I was dressed in this beautiful beige suit. Really, really nice. I tried to do my hair to resemble Princess of Wales hairdo. I don't know if you noticed. That's an homage. That's an homage. I am paying an homage to my sister-in-law, Princess of Wales. And yes, I am saying her titles now. You don't have to come down on me and find something wrong with the way that I am calling her. I am calling her Princess of Wales. I am so much bigger than everybody out there who's finding faults with everything that I do and I say. I tried to do my hair the same as Princess of Wales. It even rhymes a little bit. I wasn't sure that it was going to rhyme. That's another talent I have. I spoke about it in previous episodes, but I won't go into it because it's not that funny. I do have a sense of humor, I must say. If you remember in one of my previous episodes, I was talking about my cooking show. Well, guess what? It's all done. It's all filmed. We were expecting for it to be released no later than 2024, no later than this year. Then it got postponed because we wanted to have something fresh and new for the new year. To be honest with you, I want to keep everybody waiting for it. Wait and wait and wait and wait. When you know that you have something so extraordinary, the quality of the show, my sense of humor, my charisma, my emotional instrument as an actress, my cooking style, dressed in the long black gowns, coming from the corridor of my house, will be something that you have not expected. When I came out and I pronounced and announced my brand, American Riviera Orchard, everybody said it was a very difficult name to pronounce. Now everybody knows it. I produced my two products. The first one was the strawberry jam, and the second one was the dog food. When I surprised everybody thinking that I was going to make another product for humans, and I made it for dogs, the umbrella under which the royal tours are going to be under, my cooking show is going to be under, and all of the other endeavors that we are taking on. My podcast on lemonada, lemonada, lemoni, lemoni means lemonada, which is lemons in Greek. Greek. I don't speak Greek. I don't. I speak so many other languages, but I do not speak Greek. Maybe I will give myself a challenge. That's what I'm going to do. I will challenge myself and I will try to learn Greek. I know it's one of the most difficult languages, but I can do anything I set my mind to. I am a very smart, independent, progressive woman of the world. I am a leader. Oh, speaking of leaders, I forgot. Thank God that I remembered. I also went to the Hamptons, you know, the rich area outside of New York City on the ocean. I was flown there by someone who is a very rich entrepreneur. She has sold her makeup brand for millions, if not billions of dollars. She wanted me to fly with her on her private jet. So for everybody out there who's saying that we are hypocrites because we say one thing and we do another thing, referring to taking private jets. And then we talk about how we are so interested in climate. We are people who are all for not doing any wrong to this beautiful earth that we live on. I cannot say no to these people who are inviting me to go on their planes. How am I to respond? when invited? How would you respond? Would you say no? That is really, really not a good thing. It's not a good thing for anybody to do. Then I'm not going to have any friends. I want to have guests on my podcast. Oh, yes. No, the podcast, the previous one that I did is going to be taken on by Lemonada, this new company. I'm also going to do another season where I need new guests. And I am trying to say yes, yes, yes to everybody. Yes to friendships. Yes to money. You will see how many plans and projects we have coming. Everybody's saying that we never follow through with anything. We start things, they get postponed. We want to bring quality. We are not about quantity. Quantity is not excellent. Quantity is mediocre. That's only for mediocre people. We are not mediocre people. We are somebody. You must agree with me. The Hamptons experience was really, really wonderful. The claw, why is everybody going back to the claw? Have you seen me not clawing my prince lately? I do not claw him. In the interview that I did that morning, you're referring to, I did not claw. I was asked a question. It was about parenthood. We wanted to give our input. We not only have children, we not only have ordinary children, we have children who are prince and princess. So of course, we have the experience, which is above everybody else as parents. We are not just parents of everyday children. We are parents of extraordinary prince and princess children. Who can say that? Not so many people in the world can say that. We are the top. So if anybody's going to say that I'm not an A-lister anymore, that I'm a B-lister or a C-lister or a D-lister because they do not consider Suits, the show, to be at an A-lister level, they cannot say that when it comes to parenting. We are parents to A-listers children. What are you going to say now? Nothing, nothing at all. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have been so much better within the last couple of weeks. I took a leave of absence. I must apologize. I had to do some engagements, which I must keep private, take care of my father. No, there's somebody out there. I believe it's the socialite from the other side of the pond in England, Lady Collins, Lady C. She has a YouTube channel and she talks about us all the time and she doesn't have a lot of positive things to say, but that's okay. Envy, envy. What can you say about people who are envious of our status? I mean, I understand. I would probably do the same thing if I were in her situation or if I were in your situation. And you would be me. I would be envious and jealous of all of it. I have changed so much. I do not come to you with any kind of negativity, with any kind of ill wish upon anyone. I really don't. I am working on myself so hard. I'm working on my acting, as you know. I'm even looking at art of experiencing. Yes, and I am taking some of the tools of acting and I'm trying to relearn them. Long, long ago, I did no acting. I was under the impression that once you learn the tools, you must not continue to practice them. Once you learn them, that's it, you've learned them. But she made me aware that as an actress, to be able to continue to keep a status of acting the same way that all these famous people are able to be successful in their acting careers, they must practice on and on and on and on. I was not aware of that. Majority of people do not know that. Nihalula, the Art of Experiencing channel, has taught me that's how it is done. So thank you so much to her. Do you see how polite I am and how kind I am? Appreciative of everything that I'm learning from anybody. My dear, beautiful audience, yes, hello, hello. I'm speaking to you all. Please let me know, what else do you think that I must work on to become a better individual? I believe that once my cooking show is going to come out, you will all be surprised. Oh no, I wanted that to be a surprise. Yes, the Duke is going to be part of it. He has a couple of appearances. on the cooking show. Mm-hmm. No, I don't believe he's gonna be hiding behind the house and we're only gonna see him through a window in the back. No, no, no. He's gonna add his sense of humor. My face, my mask, you felt it slipped when I was doing the morning show? No, I was talking, and then as I finished saying all the smart things only I know how to say, the Duke, who doesn't know how to be in front of a camera, you have to remember he was just a prince. He was not an actor. He was not a public speaker. He was not an entertainer. So I must teach him everything. He interrupted the interviewer on that morning show that we did briefly. I looked at him, I just went like this. I rolled my eyes. If you play a slow motion, which I know a lot of YouTubers and commentators are playing it back, saying the mask that I have on with the smile and the facade of being nice and in love with my Duke slipped off, which is not true. I was a little bit disappointed because I taught him not to interrupt. I could not believe he did not remember. He did not take my acting lessons I was sharing with him right before the interview. I had just talked to him and I said, do not interrupt her. Do not interrupt me ever. You stay second. I am the first in line in this business. You may be a prince. Now I am a duchesse due to you. But when it comes to acting, when it comes to the entertainment world, I am first. You come second. When I put my hand very subtle on his knee. I wanted only to remind him about it. I don't like it when somebody interrupts. When I'm not center stage, I tend to roll my eyes back. My face changes. My breathing changes. You have to remember, I grew up with my father. I do not like to mention him too much. Dreadful, as you know, when my marriage to the Duke was happening, he made pictures of himself trying to get money from all these tabloids. No, it's not the same. We're not making money off of the gossip we tell about our royal family. People are interested in us. Not so many people are interested in my father. So as I was saying, Lady C is doing a fundraiser for my father, and she has raised more than 50,000 pounds so far. There's no need for me to want to do something for him. He's doing great. So as I was saying, I was not upset. It is not true that the prince and I are not in love. We are still so much in love. But I just want to give him some space. We have been together for how many years now? 6 years. Can you believe it's been almost 6 years, I believe? That's how long it's been. For anybody who is in a relationship, marriage, partnership, I think you have to take a break. It doesn't mean that you take a break from each other. It doesn't mean that you separate. You separate in your endeavors. He has got talents. Don't know what they are right now. I don't know what they are right now. Well, yes, he plays polo, right? Do you remember there was talk about doing a polo show? But I think there were so many people who were against it because the polo show would be for the elites. It would be just for the royals and not too many royals in the world to have a great audience to follow the show. Then we decided not to do that. I'm letting him stick to what he does best, complain, therapy, healing. I've been trying to guide him to let go of the other things, suing people, suing all these publications, suing and suing and suing. I don't think that's going to get us to where we want to be. We want to get to a place to be relevant. There's not too many relevant people in the world. You can count them on your both hands, right? My lifestyle brand is going to get me there, plus all the other projects, like I said, that are going under the same umbrella of that brand. I cannot wait for the year 2025 for you to welcome me in your homes, welcome me in your arms with love. I am a generous person. No, that's not true. Oh, Prince has been trying to get in touch with his father, the king. The king, I'm so sorry about everything that he's going through health-wise. The same goes for my sister-in-law. Of course, we wish him only the best. It is something that you don't wish upon your worst enemy. So we are thinking of them. But I have told my prince, to leave his father alone, to stop begging him to take his phone calls. Do not beg, do not plead. That's not going to show good on us. We must be the people others are begging to see. Oh my goodness, you're going to go to that now. Taylor Swift. Oh, that was such a long time ago. Everybody saying I was trying to get her on my podcast. She said no. It was a more complicated situation. Not everything is black and white and black. There's all the gray in between. Was I upset? Was I jealous? I do not feel at all jealous that my brother-in-law, Prince of Wales, and his children were able to go to the concert of Taylor Swift. She even took selfies with them and with her boyfriend. Would I have wished that she would have done that with me? Would I have wished that she came on my podcast? Why would people not want to be on my podcast? I want to teach women in general and mothers out there. I'm doing it for all of you. I am not only doing it for my fans, for the Sussex squad, I'm doing it for everybody. So the royal tour, now I'm finding out, as the Duke just announced live as we were talking, we're not going to Canada. We're going to Colombia, the country Colombia. We want to go meet people. We want to have the red carpet, have the same royal experience we had when we went to Nigeria, my home country. 43% Nigerian. Unbelievable. I've done so much to get to where I'm at, to be an actress and get an Oscar. Yes, that would be a wonderful addition to all of the other achievements. That's going to be in the long run. Maybe I'll get an Oscar for a lifetime achievement. Yes, you're right. You have to get Oscars before that in order to get a lifetime award achievement for acting. I don't know how that works. We'll just take it one day at a time. I've missed you all. I hope you are going to be with me for all of the launches coming soon, the Royal Tour, the cooking show, the podcast, and so many others. I want to keep them secrets because I'm trying to stay mysterious and I'm trying to keep you surprised, as I've learned. I'm surprised, you'll be surprised. Acting, that's what acting teaches. Keep surprising myself. I wanted to apologize for being away for a while. I had work to do, work, 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 work. Who said work, 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 work is what will keep you sane? I believe it was the great writer Anton Chekhov. Work, 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 work. I don't know if it was 3 times or 4 times that you say it, but it's what keeps you sane. And I agree with that. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely if I were able to do an Anton Chekhov play one day? There you go. See, I'm talking to myself. I mean, I know I'm talking to you, but I don't have you as the audience to respond. So I feel like I'm talking to myself. Do you see, doing this episode, talking to myself, I come up with new ideas. I will try my best to continue to do so with every episode. Thank you from me to you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Kisses.